Let's get something straight. You aren't unlucky in love, and the good ones aren't all taken. The brutal truth? You're just terrible at setting your own market value. We're taught the secret to being loved is being easy, accommodating, and low maintenance. So you twist into knots, swallow your boundaries, and treat your personality like a customizable product. But here's the trap. When you treat yourself like you're on clearance, people treat you like a bargain bin item. High-quality partners want an equal, an anchor, not a mirror. In the next 6 minutes, I'll show you the exact psychological mechanism making self-worth a magnet for the relationships you want, and expose the chameleon effect that makes you attract people who take you for granted. Let's dive in. Have you ever pretended to care about a hobby just because someone you liked was obsessed with it? Or pretended it didn't bother you when they took days to text back, just to seem chill? Psychologists call this identity shifting. Let's call it the chameleon mistake. When your self-worth is low, you subconsciously believe your unfiltered self isn't enough. So you adapt, you color match, you shift your opinions and boundaries to blend into their life, thinking it proves how effortlessly compatible you are. Here is where that backfires. The chameleon effect might get you a second date, but it destroys your long-term value. Attraction requires friction, two solid individuals interacting. If one person just yields to whatever the other wants, there is no spark. It's flat. Morphing to fit someone else's life sends a loud signal. I have no solid core. That is a massive turnoff. People cannot fall in love with a mirror. They need an anchor with their own passions, firm opinions, and rigid boundaries. If you agree with everything, they can never trust your compliments or respect your boundaries. If you won't stand up for your identity, you won't stand up for them either. Shrinking yourself doesn't make you easier to love. It makes you invisible. If blending in makes you invisible, how do you stand out without just acting difficult? Change how you view boundaries. Most people are terrified of boundaries. They think establishing rules builds a massive brick wall that pushes everyone away. But self-worth isn't a brick wall. It's a highly trained bouncer at the velvet rope of an exclusive VIP club. Your life, time, and emotional energy. A brick wall is defensive, built from fear to keep everyone out. A bouncer is stationed out of self-respect. The club is open, but not just anyone gets in. If someone shows up acting entitled or giving the bare minimum, your bouncer doesn't scream at them or argue. He just calmly points to the exit and says, "Not tonight." Letting low-effort people in because you fear being alone trashes your VIP section and makes your time feel cheap. Saying no to bad behavior or casual disrespect instantly changes the perceived value of your attention. This taps into the law of scarcity. Humans place higher value on things that are rare and difficult to attain. We don't respect what we get for free. High-value partners don't want a free pass. They want to know your time is a premium asset. When they see you require effort and have actual standards, they get intrigued. Earning your trust becomes an achievement. Having a bouncer just means knowing the cover charge to access your energy and refusing to offer discounts. With a bouncer at the door, let's talk about the single most attractive trait a human can possess. It isn't confidence, humor, or looks. It is the unflinching ability to walk away. Without self-worth, your romantic life is governed by a scarcity mindset. You cling to the wrong people because a voice whispers, "If I let this go, I might never find anyone else." You tolerate mixed signals and emotional unavailability because you fear empty space. People smell that fear and it gives them all the leverage. Building self-worth triggers a massive shift from scarcity to abundance. You realize being by yourself is actually a fantastic place to be. You adopt a golden rule. I would rather be alone and at peace than anxious in bad company. Internalizing this unlocks the walk-away power. When you are genuinely okay with a relationship ending if it no longer serves you, You strip the other person of their power to manipulate you. You stop negotiating non-negotiables and making excuses for their lack of effort. Ironically, this makes you magnetic. When someone realizes you don't need them to survive, that you choose them but can easily drop the rope and walk away if they stop valuing you, it creates profound respect. You can't fake this energy. The willingness to lose a relationship ensures you never lose yourself. How do you build this power and become the magnet? Not by repeating affirmations in a mirror, but through action. Start shifting your energy today with 2 steps. First, stop negotiating your non-negotiables. Write down your absolute relationship requirements, consistent communication, transparency, or shared ambitions. The next time someone repeatedly violates a standard, don't look for an excuse to forgive them. Look for the exit. Let your bouncer work. Second, build a deeply fulfilling life before a partner enters it. Lean into your passions, friendships, career, and personal growth. Cultivate a routine that makes you genuinely happy. When your solo life operates at a 10, someone can't offer a 4 and expect gratitude. They must rival the peace you built on your own. Self-worth isn't arrogance, it's fierce self-preservation. When you decide you are the prize, the world has to agree. But this dynamic goes beyond romance. If you've spent years shrinking yourself to please partners, you are likely making the exact same nice person mistake at your job, quietly sabotaging your career. Click the video on your screen right now to find out how to stop being the office chameleon, and I'll see you there.